I have been going to buy like new comics. Besides, like, if they're already out, then it's like usually Amazon. But if they haven't come out yet, that's usually where I'm able to find them. Though I have been talking to people in real life, and they're like not familiar with Kickstarter, which just kind of like blows my mind. So I'm like I think it's pretty easy to explain it to them. The basic premise of just like, it's for independent artists, like bring into life their first projects, or it doesn't necessarily have to be first projects, but yeah, it's interesting. I don't know, maybe if you're like on the internet a lot, then you're familiar with Kickstarter, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely encountered quite a few people that were not familiar with it. So I tried to make a little video about like how it works and whatnot and put it up on my page pretty early so to help with that. What about you, Tim?
God, I back Kickstarters all the time. That's where half my money goes, it seems.
I feel that.
Yeah, there's been very few that I've been disappointed in. Mostly it's always a good experience. And then I've actually done one of my own Kickstarters to get my first comic printed. And it went well. I actually made more than I asked for, but I only asked for like $500. And I wasn't smart enough to ask for enough to actually cover the cost of the rewards I gave people.
Ooh, ouch. So
I actually ended up in the hole on that one.
Yeah, I've heard of people doing that, and if Kim Mystery had been successful, the first one I did, I would have definitely been in the hole. But I was asking for a whole lot more than $500.
Yeah, I've learned those lessons.
Oh, we have some more people that joined. Hey, Matt, are you still at NYC? And Azam, hey Azam. Yeah, that would be wild. A wild experience of doing a major Kickstarter and end up being in the hole by the end of it because of the rewards and stuff.
But it's good. I learned a lot, and now when I do it, it's smaller rewards, more focused on the actual product.
Yeah. So what are you guys feeling like drawing?
Boobs. Okay, I'm sorry. No, I'm drawing a little self-portrait of myself for Inktober. It's me in my ridiculously fluffy coat. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Fluffy coats are always fun.
Mm-hmm.
I figured I'd get some Inktovering done as well, so I'm just sketching out some slime here.
Slime. Yeah.
Some of the characters.
Cute.
Yay! Awesome. That almost looks like Kelly. She likes to wear overalls too.
Yes, I do.
Who doesn't really?
Oh my God. So Ruin and I just watched the first episode of season 3 of Big Mouth, which I guess came out like days ago, maybe.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And the first episode had, I forgot her name, the girl with the braces who's very nerdy and always wears overalls. There was, the episode dealt largely with her and a dress code at school, and about, so her wearing the overalls was a big controversial point about female dress code and all this stuff. It was strange. Have you guys watched all the Big Mouth stuff?
Oh, I watched a bit of it, and it's
What is it?
funny and cringy. I don't know. I've got mixed feelings about it. It's definitely entertaining. I just can't get over like how big their mouths are. They're just drawn so freaking weird.
They are. They really are. Have you watched any of it, Tim?
What is it?
Big Mouth?
Oh,
okay. I would say it's the perfect show for every middle schooler to watch, except, there's a ton of cussing and stuff in it.
Oh, sure.
But every kid, when they hit puberty, gets a hormone monster, which either helps them helps them in various ways of getting through puberty, whether that be exacerbating their issues or not. It's really out there and wild.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I remember my puberty one.
John Mulaney. Wait, did you just say I remember puberty? Going through second puberty right now.
Right.
John Mulaney's stuff is like really funny, and he does a lot of good stuff with Nick Kroll as well. So.
How do you like my slime, Tim?
Nice.
looks looks like a 5-year-old. I don't know. If I'm drawing, I definitely need to like a light box and basically trace. But yeah.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, I was like, what does that remind me of? It's like the Pokemon Grimer or Muck, either of them. It's like slime, basically. It's really funny. Before we were working on this project, I was thinking about like different stickers I could make and sell at conventions, and I thought of doing like a little like slime pack where it's like just a little bag of different stickers, like different slime characters. Like there's like this gelatinous thing in Minecraft, but of course it's Minecraft, so it's like a cube. And then there's the slimes in the game Slime Rancher. And then there's Ditto, which is a Pokemon that looks pretty slimy.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I just never did it. But I'd like to come up with more things to make into stickers.
Yeah.
Kelly,
go ahead, Tim.
Other Kelly, the Kelly that is drawing another Kickstarter I'm doing, started a nonprofit zine for people to do stories about the NPCs in Pokemon.
Oh, nice.
So, like, the guy that has to go and collect all the Pokeball things that are just laying around.
Oh. That's really clever. She's currently working on this?
Yeah, I guess they just launched or put out their first issue.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
What's the name of it?
I should know that. Hang on, I'll find out.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to know. My friend Emily and I are thinking of doing Zine Fest in Milwaukee next year. We went together a couple months ago, and it was pretty fun. There are a lot of really amazing artists there. It was like right up our alley.
Awesome. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me about that. About Zine Fest.
Here it is.
Okay.
It's Pokemon Nameless NPC Appreciation Zine.
Pokemon Nameless. Okay. Cool. I should check that out.
And if you go to Kelly Latham on Facebook, she's got the PDF of it there.
That's really interesting to start a nonprofit for that.
Well, I mean, it's not it's nonprofit in that they're not charging anything for it because they don't want to get sued for licensing.
I see. Yeah.
But they wanted to do it, so they just put it out for free.
Cool. Projects of Love. We have more people. Oh, Raybon said that he watched the first season Needed to watch the second season of oh crap, what were we talking about?
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth, yeah. Cool.
How many
Yeah,
are there now? 3 or something?
Yeah, this is the third one. The second one was pretty good too. And my grandma is watching. Hi, Grandma.
Hi.
Hi, Grandma.
And my buddy Josh. Hey, Josh. And Donna. Hey, Donna, who did the Geeks Boutique podcast with, which we have not done a podcast in a while for some reason. But how Kelly, you're on the skewed podcast. How's that going?
It's going good right now. We're in between season 1 and 2, and so I'm now on for a writer and voice actor for season 2. So me, Emily, and Noble have been brainstorming, and Noble actually just moved away to Minnesota. So Emily and I have been meeting up. Right now it's kind of on hiatus, but we were thinking of doing some like little podcast shorts in the meantime. But we're expecting season 2 to come out sometime next year.
Okay, cool.
Kelly, what do you find to be the hardest part about inking?
Hardest part about what?
Inking.
Let's see. I would say the hardest part about inking. So I actually do a lot of digital art. So
So not inking?
Yeah. But I feel like doing a line art, it's like a similar process where, the sketch looks so good, and then you do the line art on top, and then you remove that sketch layer underneath, and it's like, oh God, why does it look so bad? It's like the lines all warbly. But I love hey, actually, I was gonna be like, I love using these like brush pens. You're actually using one of the ones that I own, but I love
this thing.
Yeah, they're so good. I would say a very difficult part is going back and forth between brush pens and regular like felt tip ink pens, because they're just like used very differently. I'd say with the Micron pens, you kind of have to go over the same spot multiple times, and just try to get as thick and straight a line as you can. But with brush pens, you just make the one stroke and that's it. You're not really going back over it. And so if you're used to one, then it's kind of, there's like adjustment period when you go back to the other. This is what I did for the first day of Inktober.
Nice.
I just didn't really have any ideas. I posted this on my Instagram, but I was like, well, what do I draw? Someone with lots of black inky hair, probably female. I like to draw a lot of girls, so.
My wife told me to do authors for Inktober, so we have.
Oh, there you go. Neil Gaiman. I'm just kidding. I know that's just kidding. I know that's
not sure.
It's Einstein. Little Einsteins.
So she's coming along.
Woo!
Okay, I just saw that and I was like, oh, is that me? Thank you, Chris.
So, wild idea, and you could say whether you like this idea or not. That all three of us try to work on one piece, and for the time that we have on here, and then we kind of auction it off on here, or we could post it later and see if anybody wants to nab it, and then they pay us through the Kickstarter.
Heck
I like
yeah.
it.
All right. So what are we doing? What do we drop?
I don't. Wow. Yeah.
Everybody watching, what do you want us to draw?
We got 3 people watching. Let's see.
Your uhs are like auto-toning.
I say a lot. I don't. It's a filler word that I've tried to stop saying, but it still gets in there. Let's see. We have Inktober. We've got what else? Something on theme. So what kind of theme do we want to pick?
We could wait, this is a collaborative drawing, or are we all doing our own separate drawing?
Let's do our own separate drawings, but try to.
It's October.
So,
how about
we could do an elemental
Science Gone
superhero.
Bad?
Oh, it's okay, so we each do like a different like supervillain based off of a different element. How about that?
Ooh, I like that.
Wait, what? Off of a different element?
Like a supervillain.
Okay. I like it. Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay, so we'll all just we won't tell each other what the element is. How about that? Or should we say that?
Yeah, let's say the element. But we won't and then we'll just kind of show the drawings but to the audience, but the rest of us won't look. We'll be on an honor system.
You're the science teacher. You're going to have to tell me the element and then tell me about it.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right.
Make this educational.
Sounds good. Let's put some. Yeah, that's pressure. Well, there's certainly we could use like chlorine gas. So Cl2 is a very poisonous gas, and it's green. A green gas. When people mix bleach and Drano, it often makes chlorine gas, which is a big problem. Hi, Grandma. Love you too. Let's see. So we could have chlorine.
Chlorine gas glows green. I think that may be what was coming out of me after I had cabbage the other night.
Oh man, that's rank. That's nice.
Oh, it was.
We'll see who wants to do chlorine gas related, which I think may be the gas that created Lex Luthor, because when he was created and when he went bald, I'm pretty sure it was a green gas.
Is that what they call it? Okay.
Or Tim just went and farted in his little science hut.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else can we use? Well,
Oh my god! I drew an arm and it looks like a leg.
There's a really cool element called wolfram, which we commonly call tin now, but the original name is wolfram, and which is named now as tungsten, which is why tungsten's symbol is W. But
why the name change?
That I don't know. I don't know why it changed, but it did. And so somebody can have that one. Another villainous one. I will take Mercury.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be Mad as a Hatter, which is responsible for going crazy. I hear a knocking noise. Is that what's a
Maybe the rain dripping out my window. It's pouring here.
That's some heavy rain.
All right.
So who's taking chlorine and who's taking what was the other one I said? Tungsten.
I'll do the chlorine.
Okay. Chlorine.
So what is tungsten?
It's a metal. It's used. The products.
Cute.
Let's see. I know it was used in light bulbs. Like there's a tungsten filament.
Okay, interesting. The supervillain is just going to have like a wild tongue sticking out too. Did you say it's now called 10?
That I misspoke. It's now called Tungsten, but the original is Wolfram.
Oh, okay.
So a wolf with a wild tongue.
Yeah. Well, it's like the full that in.
It's used in arc welding electrodes, steel. Excellent for cutting tools, X-ray tubes. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of use for that element.
Okay. Let's see.
My former student Ben says someone should draw, Unobtainium. Unobtainium. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not supporting that.
Wait, what's that?
It's a fictional element. From Avatar, is that right?
Yeah, the old lady didn't actually throw the necklace into the water. She threw, his imagination into the water. Unobtainium.
And Ryder is now watching us, who's a former student of mine, going to EKU. Okay, let's see here. What can I draw from Mercury? This is
Draw queen.
That would be good. Let's see here. So you do you all have plans for Halloween of what you're going to dress up for or anything like that?
God, I can't even commit to like cosplaying anything when I go to conventions. I would love my absolute dream is to come up with a successful costume of Aloy from the video game Horizon Zero Dawn. She is such a badass character, but I don't know. It's hard to get like supplies together. It's so expensive to get like single materials. I don't know. Last year I bought like some simple ingredients, some simple like costume pieces to be a witch, and then I didn't even do that because I had no plans. And it's like, well, I'm not gonna dress up if I'm just around my house.
Melly and I have a couple's costume.
Oh yeah, a moth and a lamp.
Hot dog and a bun.
No, she is going as a Dalmatian. I'm going as Dean Pelton.
Dean Pelton?
From Community.
No, you've lost me. I don't know what that is.
You need to watch Community. You'll appreciate it as a teacher.
Oh, so that's the funny like bald principal in Community, right? Wait, why? How is that a couple? I don't understand. Does he? I've only seen a little bit of it. Does he?
Well, you need to watch the rest because he has a thing for Dalmatians.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. and people dressed in Dalmatian costumes. And
That's funny.
Interesting. That is funny. For a second, I thought you were going to tell me that you were going to go as Cruella de Vil. I was like, okay, that's cool. You can pull that off.
Don't kink shame.
have that really long, fancy cigarette
yes,
holder.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Well, what about you, Chris?
I unfortunately don't have any plans yet. I've always wanted to be Beaker, but and at one point I did get the stuff to be Beaker, and then didn't do it. I don't know why.
you kind of already look like Beaker.
I know. I just need to put the orange in my hair.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it. And my typical go-to is just a Scotsman, and I'll wear my kilt. But I've done that a lot, and that's not necessarily.
Yeah, you have you use any excuse to wear the kilt, I've noticed. And
Pretty much.
Not to say anything about that. I think it's awesome. I just think it's so funny. Oh, there's Chris again wearing a freaking kilt.
Started at a young age, wearing kilts.
When I was a young boy.
Dang it. So indecisive on what I want to draw with this.
So far, okay, I've kind of got a pose down now.
I won't look.
Oh, wait, am I not supposed to show it?
No, you're supposed to show it to them. But
oh, shit. I mean, shoot.
I'll show mine now, so you guys close your...
Okay, I'll close.
Not looking.
I'm not looking. Is it over?
It's over.
Okay. That's what she said.
Mine's still a blank sheet of paper. I've drawn like 3 things and erased it. I'm so indecisive. Mercury and being evil. Oh, Casey's peeked in. Hey, Casey.
Can everybody hear all right? Everybody who's watching hear okay? I know I'm just using like my iPad for audio and video. So
I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, well, I can hear you too. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Lynn is watching.
Who?
Guy that teaches with me at SCAD.
Oh, cool.
Much better artist than I am.
Ah, nonsense. It's weird. I tried to look to see exactly who's watching. I see it when they've joined, but I don't see who exactly is watching.
Well, see, now I should have told my students that this is a field trip opportunity.
Yeah, hey, yeah, they're technically traveling to Wisconsin.
Right?
Yeah, in Kentucky.
All at the same time. What do you teach, by the way?
I teach foundations at SCAD, so like the drawing 1, design 1, color theory, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Nice. How many students do you have in each class?
20.
Oh, that's a good number.
Yeah.
I wish I just had 20 students in mine. I have one that has 35, and it is almost chaos.
Whoa.
Almost. And it's really interesting. Like, when I'm talking and I just like take a pause to breathe, to say something else or to change topics or whatever, the class in an instant can erupt in with them talking. It gets super loud. It's like, how do you all manage to do that? Like, it's impressive, really. Hmm. Hmm. So how many classes do you teach?
Just 4.
Just 4. Okay.
Which is nice. Like the school I was at before this, I was teaching 7 English classes with up to 30 students each. So this is
Oh my
a
gosh. Holy crap.
Yeah, but 4 preps is rough.
No, actually, so like I'm teaching 4 sections of the same class right now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
And
not
then
bad.
in the winter, I usually do the same. And then in the spring, I kind of have 2 and 2.
Okay. That's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm at the yanking phase.
Woo!
Oh, wait, crap, I didn't I gotta make sure that people know what the element this is.
Dun, 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 dun.
We want to show people the inking process. Okay, you guys look away.
No, that's okay. No, I barely have anything. Oh, no! Ah! I did not see.
Mine may not be the most scientifically accurate portrayal.
It doesn't have to be. It's okay. Neither will mine. We're creating supervillains, right?
Right.
I just typed into Google tongue element because I already forgot what you said it was called.
It's tungsten. Tungsten.
Tungsten.
I'm very curious what that Google search provided.
Yeah. What did it say?
Oh, I see. Tungsten. Okay. Oh, it's completely normal. No worries. Stronger than steel. Okay, what does this stuff look like?
Like
Isn't that
every
what people get their rings made out of a lot of times now?
I was just gonna, I'm just like looking at images and it looks like you can.
yeah, you can get tungsten carbide rings, I think.
That's kind of neat.
Hmm.
Hey, Chris, aren't you on vacation this week now?
Yes, fall break has started. It's such a
I
wonderful
can't believe
thing.
you get like a fall break. What is that? I never got anything like that.
Yeah.
It is a godsend, is what it is. So we have usually the first full week of October. We have fall break, so we get a whole week off from school.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is
Wait,
definitely
okay.
needed.
So do you not get like a break around Thanksgiving then?
I mean, we get 3 days for Thanksgiving.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That
So we'll
is
get.
so.
Yeah.
Did your school already have its like homecoming?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Did you have to chaperone?
We either have to chaperone that dance or the one in the spring, and I did not do this one because I was helping. I was having to get up early the next day to help Ruin with her. What was she putting on? She put on a conference for the gender women's study department she's in.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, which went really well. Like I went to the panel I went to, or the keynote I went to, was really good. It was someone talking about transgender issues and social media activism, which was interesting. Yeah. So, I'm surprised I haven't heard the dogs, Tim.
They're in the other room with Melly. They're watching
okay.
their Grey's Anatomy.
They have to get their dose of operational TV.
It's apparently it's like a sedative for our puppies. Put on Grey's Anatomy and they just get depressed and sack out.
That's interesting.
I've wanted to watch Grey's Anatomy, but I don't have like the time anymore to watch shows that are that long. I can't even finish the 100. And I really want to watch Critical Role, but like that's not happening because there are over 70 episodes and each one is like 4 hours long because they're playing D&D.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah, so many things I want to do and I don't have time.
Yeah, I don't have the patience for anything over an hour. Sure, certainly, unless it's a movie, just a one-shot thing. But I don't even watch a whole lot of movies anymore.
Yeah, we pretty much come home and put on Friends, Gilmore Girls, or Community on repeat. And
nice. What have we been watching? Well, Ruin has started watching Dion, which is about a little kid getting superhero powers.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for that. That looked interesting.
It's a super cute show. I watched a couple of them, and it, like, I don't know, started to seem somewhat soap opera-ish. So, which
it's on the CW.
This I don't know. It's on Netflix is where she's watching it.
Yeah.
And what else? What else have we been watching? Amazon Prime finally put out the last bit of Nico and the Sword of Light, which has been great.
Sounds like an animated movie. What is that?
Yeah, it's about this world that's been taken over by darkness, and there's a champion that's born every so often that tries to conquer the darkness, and all of them had failed, and
but not this time.
Yeah, but not this time. But it was the champion that was born was this little kid, and the queen, who sort of goes along and fights with the champion, was like, I don't think you're ready. But he kept winning, and so she just went along with it, and ultimately things worked out well.
We did start watching The Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Read that comic?
I haven't read the comic, but I did watch the show, and God almighty, that was...
it's dark.
Yeah, a bit too dark for me.
The comic's pretty much the same.
Garth Ennis wrote it, right?
Yeah.
So that's expected. Okay. He writes some pretty dark stuff. All right. I'm gonna show my terrible sketch. Don't look. Here we go, people.
Oh no.
This is what's coming.
Don't worry, folks. He's the writer.
Aw.
It's over. It's over now. It's all over. The shame. I've been in terms of just using ink stuff. I've been using the Faber-Castell pit pins.
Mm-hmm.
These things. I like
Yeah, I like those.
I like playing with them. They're fun.
I'm just incredibly lazy. So for me, it comes down to what can I do the least work with, and that's like the brush pen.
Mm. Why is it the least work?
Because it can get both thick and thin lines, and I don't have to change my pens all the time.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also really impatient, so I have to be good about, not smearing it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so from what I have seen of tungsten, it. Okay, I don't know.
What?
How the hell do I drop this? I'm still mystified, I suppose.
Are you trying to draw the element itself? Oh.
Yeah, something. I guess I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could make this villain be wearing like some sort of plate armor or something. Hmm.
Plate armor. Okay. Yeah, that works.
Nope. Oh man.
I think it's
Ruin is watching us, and she's hungry.
She's my favorite. I love her.
What are you gonna eat, Ruin? Timothy disappeared.
my pen is empty. I need ink.
I thought maybe one of those green farts took you away.
Not yet.
Man.
1-5. She wants the pork ribs. I will cook that after. I'll cook the pork ribs after, sweetie. Let's see here. How am I going to draw Man of Mercury?
Yeah, Chris, if you were not a science teacher and you were instead like an illustrator who made comics, like what kind of comics would you draw? Do you think that you would still gravitate to science?
I would hope so. I don't know. I've always been, science and fantasy. Yeah. Because at one point we were working on the oh god, I forgot the name of the book already that we dropped.
Wasn't it called Renaissance?
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
It was. Yeah.
There's that you can't really see it, but the Balrog up on my closet door is very far in the distance. Yeah.
Yes.
I like that one
I
so
love
much.
it. I love it. And you posted the tentacle page on Instagram or something like that?
Yeah, yep. Yep.
When you're not drawing science comics, what kind of comic stuff do you do?
Let's see. I went to school for art and philosophy, and now I work as a teller at a bank, or specifically a credit union. And I'm also a caregiver. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I just do like a lot of doodles. I like drawing like cute girls and funny outfits, I guess. Or I don't know, like little creatures. Sometimes things are like fantasy, but otherwise, like, I don't know. Oh, I've drawn a lot of like Dungeons and Dragons inspired stuff because I was involved in like a lot of different campaigns over the course of this year. So yeah, I guess I have been doing like some fantasy things.
Cool.
Otherwise, with my free time, I'm just like writing a lot of letters and postcards to pen pals and all of that.
So I'm having the Kickstarter fall on a day that I'm doing a con in Richmond, and so hopefully hopefully it'll be a like nice little festival where it can possibly get a push from the local community to put it over if it needs that, or or maybe to celebrate a stretch goal, which would be good.
Cool.
I've got a couple things lined up for stretch goals. One is Tim and I's Growler comic, and
is that the one with the bear?
Yeah.
Nice.
I showed you that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that would be good. And then I got a buddy who does really awesome infographics, and I asked him if he would be willing to do some infographics, one for fire and salt and slime. So 3 infographics to put in the comic. So that would be another one to put in there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Let's see. What are you chuckling about?
Oh, this drawing. It's hilariously awful. I think I'm done with it. I might add some little things to it that you can see.
Nice.
It's cute.
Yeah. How are your all sketches coming along?
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Chris.
I think I'm pretty much done with this.
Sure. Sweet.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. What the hell? Okay. Dang, I'm just surprised you drew so fast. I am still figuring this out.
We may need to put a little color in it.
Oh yeah, make that fart green. Woo! I don't have any color to put silver on mine, or I would. I'm not that advanced. I live in a black and white world.
All right. Once I finish this, I could post it on Facebook, or I'll tag you two in it. And then you said that people are going to bet on these, or
Yeah, we could see if they wanna bid on them, and then we'll have them pay through Kickstarter as a non-reward, but then we'll send it to them.
Nice. Because y'all know you want this hanging in your room.
I'm eager to see what it looks like. What is on your wall there, Tim? It looks like different textile pieces.
Oh, so Melly made that. It's actually just like cut pieces of colored paper to do like a whiteboard calendar.
Oh, okay.
Just on a glass frame.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. And you have a devil tattoo on your wrist?
Mm-hmm. These are my...
Oh, nice. A satyr. Okay.
And
yeah,
don't they look familiar?
There you go. Yeah. There's your devil and angel right there, always by your side.
Melly tells me I'm the only person egotistical enough to tattoo themselves on themselves.
No.
Trying to think if I've seen anybody else do that.
It's the only person you're going to spend the rest of your life with.
That's true. I did see someone with a Pee Wee Herman face tattoo, large face tattoo on their, or it's not on their face, but on their calf.
Wow.
The Pee Wee Herman. I don't know why that popped into my head, but
so brave.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Bless you.
Thank you. It's allergy season, that's for sure.
Oh, yay.
I gotta say, since moving out of West Virginia and moving down here, I haven't had nearly the allergies that I used to.
Really? I would feel like it's more humid there.
Yeah, definitely. Less chemicals in the air.
Yeah, maybe. That's good. You're having less allergy stuff. Yeah, I have less allergy stuff not being in Eastern Kentucky. Also, but that's probably because it's in the water, whatever it is. That's awful. I mean, Martin County's water's undrinkable. Now it's been put in every news channel about how awful it is and how corrupt it is.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. You guys read any comics that you're excited about lately?
Yes.
Yes, let me go grab it. One moment. Let's see. I don't believe this is one that I backed on Kickstarter, but I pre-ordered it online and it arrived, and then I went camping and it turned out to be like the perfect graphic novel to read while camping. It's called Are You Listening? And it's by Tilly Walden, and I love
Tilly
work. Yeah, her stuff is just great. It's just all like pretty astounding. I was reading it, and it's just like about these two girls who are kind of on the run from something, and they're like taking kind of a road trip together, and yeah, some really weird. It just sort of like came up out of nowhere. Just these kind of like supernatural things started happening, and I was like so shocked, didn't know what it was like a metaphor for. But yeah, I love Tilly Walden stuff, so I recommend anything that she's done.
I don't think I've read anything by her. Interesting.
She has a really good memoir that's like a graphic novel called Spinning. That one you may have seen the cover of, or it's about her like growing up, like her childhood, and how figure skating was such a integral part of it. And like I'm not interested in like figure skating, but just what she reflects on in her life and as she's growing up, it's just very, very interesting. So that may be her like most popular one, her most well-known piece. Otherwise, she just released On a Sunbeam like a year ago. She just like pumps out these huge graphic novels all the time. It's nuts.
Wow. That sounds awesome.
Here we are, fellas, guys and
Nice.
gals.
That is a villainous toot if I've ever seen it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now that you said that, I need to. Okay, now it's done.
Toot.
Jeez.
Awesome. All right, Kelly. You almost done?
Ah! Yes, I'm almost done.
And for those of you watching now, I'll show you mine again. You'll never catch me. The Quicksilver Man.
Mm-hmm.
The Mercury Marauder. I don't know. Some weird name.
I like the Mercury Marauder. All right, let me just finish this kneecap.
You're capping it off.
Mm-hmm.
So we've also got these that we could send along.
What is it? Oh, awesome. Yeah.
All right. My tungsten supervillain. I imagine she's on a giant tungsten mineral or something, and that's what she's got in her hand.
Nice.
I like it.
Cool.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
And
Awesome.
that's all we have for you all.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun.
It was.
Now it's time for me to get back to work on my other Kickstarter.
Woo. Oh, yeah. Tell us about that.
So that one's about a kid growing up in West Virginia, meets an alien, fights the government. Good times are had by all. It's called Holler, Holler.
Nice. I grew up in a holler. Definitely appreciate that.
Yeah.
What's a
Well, it's
holler?
weird. Like in West Virginia, you've got the bunker at the Greenbrier. You've got like the radio telescope observatory. You've got this, triangle that makes Area 51 look positively, touristy.
Maybe we should all charge into West Virginia.
Yes. Charge West Virginia.
Well, thank you all for watching. You guys send me the pics of the artwork, and I'll put that up as to auction off. We'll see if
Will do.
people can do a silent bid. Yeah, there we go. Nice spike you got in your hair this morning. Got ready for us. So pretty. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and thank you guys for hanging out and doodling and talking comics.
Yeah, that was fun.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. See y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.